Good morning, class. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. This morning we're going to start with literary arts, and today's objectives are the students will identify fairy tale characters, students will describe those characters, and students will compare and contrast a minimum of 3 fairy tale characters. Content standard for this lesson is, with prompting and support, you all will identify characters, settings, and major events in a story. Alright, class, so last Friday we read the story The Gingerbread Man. So today we're just going to do a quick review to make sure everybody has a firm grasp of the material. So I'm going to ask someone to raise their hand and tell me, where does the story take place? So if everybody will just raise their hand, don't blurt anything out, just raise your hand. Okay, Ashley, where does the story take place? Exactly, it takes place in a cottage and then around a river. Okay, what was the story about Tommy? Mm-hmm, that's exactly right. It was about an old man and an old woman who made a gingerbread man, and then what happened? Lisa. The gingerbread man ran away, that's right. And then everybody was chasing him, trying to eat him, and that's exactly what happened. The fox got him at the end. Okay, now we're going to talk about differences in the characters. So, for instance, how was the gingerbread man different from the old man and the old woman? Deanna. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. So you pointed out that the gingerbread man is made of gingerbread, so he's not really a man, more so he's a cookie. And also, one could add that he's not really old. I mean, who knows how old gingerbread men can get, but he was just born, so there's one other difference. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Caleb, what's another difference you could tell me? That's very good. The gingerbread man was faster than the old man and woman. He was faster than quite a few of the animals, actually. Okay, now, how was the cow different from the fox? Okay, Adrian, how was the cow different from the fox? The cow was slower than the fox, that's correct. And he's a different animal. That's a very good point. He was a different animal. Anything else? The cow wasn't as smart as the fox. That's a very good point. Okay, next question. How was the gingerbread man different from the fox? Let's see. Amber, how's the gingerbread man different from the fox? Mm-hmm. That's a good point. He also wasn't quite as smart as the fox. He was smarter and quicker than the other animals, but he wasn't quite a match for the fox. So he was he wasn't as smart as the fox. The fox outsmarted him. And anything else? That's right. The fox was an animal and he was a gingerbread man, so he wasn't the same species. Okay, so from all of this, who do we think was the smartest character? Mary. The fox. That's right, that's right. The fox was the smartest. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Okay, class, so for this part, we're going to match each character to the picture, each character from the story. So, if I could get someone to come up here to do this one, Jack, come up here and you can choose both of these on here. So I'll give you a blue pen to work with here. Okay, now you go ahead. Okay, you're starting with old man. Which one do you think is the old man? That's right, good job. Okay, now that would only mean one thing, which is there you go. That's the old woman. Good job, good job. Okay, you can go back to your desk now. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Who wants to come match these two pictures? Okay, Lucy, you can come do that. And I'll give you a green pen. You just go ahead. Okay, you're gonna start with the cow. Okay. Which one's the cow? That's right, there you go. Okay, so that would mean that that one's the horse. Good job. Oh, what are you, oh. Okay. Let's go to the next one. You can go sit down, Lucy. Okay. So who wants to match the gingerbread man and the fox? Okay, Colton, I saw your hand first. I'll give you a purple pen here. Okay, have at it. Okay, so y'all are all starting with the first one, and then going to the second one. So which one's the gingerbread man? There you go, good job. Okay, so that would mean that, that's right, that one's the fox. Okay, you can go sit down and we'll move on to the next part of the activity. Okay, class, so now we're going to do a fill in the blank activity, and the first one says the main character is called the Connor. What do you think? The gingerbread man? Let's see. Okay, we'll put it there. The character who outsmarts the main character is the Julia. You say Fox. Okay. The character says this. The main character says this. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm Robert. The gingerbread man. Okay. What other three animals appear in this story? Julia. Okay, you say this one. Okay, does anybody want to change any of these answers before we submit them? You think those right? Okay, let's see. And yes, you were all right. Great job, class. Now let's move on to the next part. Okay, students. So now we have already gone over the story from last week, and we're going to move on to a new story, and it's called The Little Red Hen. Now, we are going to listen to a YouTube video of someone reading the story to us, but for some reason I'm having a little bit of technical problems with this, so we're just going to go to YouTube and watch it from YouTube. So here it is.
Will you help me plant the wheat? Asked Little Red Hen. No, said the rat, the cat, and the dog. Then I will plant it all by myself, said Little Red Hen. And she did. Will you help me cut the wheat? Asked Little Red Hen. No, said the rat, the cat, and the dog. Then I will cut it all by myself, said Little Red Hen. And she did. Will you help me make the flour? Asked Little Red Hen. No, said the rat, the cat, and the dog. Then I will make it all by myself, said Little Red Hen. And she did. Will you help me make the bread? Asked Little Red Hen. No, said the rat, the cat, and the dog. Then I will make it all by myself, said Little Red Hen, and she did. Will you help me eat the bread? Asked Little Red Hen. Yes, said the rat, the cat, and the dog. No, said Little Red Hen, I will eat it all by myself. And she did.
Alright, class, so we're running a little bit short on time and we still have an activity to do. So I'm going to call one person up to do 4 matches. So, Daniel, you can come up here. Okay, got your red pen ready? Alright. Okay, where does that go? Good job. So that means the other one goes where? That's right. Okay, now here's the next one. Which one is the rat? Mhm. That's right. Okay, and so that means that that's the dog. Good job. Okay, class, let's move on to the next part. We're going to do an activity. Okay, everybody, so for this activity, we're going to do a game show on the story we just heard. So let's get started. We're going to do left side of the room versus right side of the room. Okay, so let's spin the wheel. The hen asks if the cat, the dog, or the rat want any of the bread. Left side. What do you think? Okay, Connor, what do you think? True? Let's see. That is correct. Good job, Connor. Okay, we're on to the next one for the right side of the room. Let's spin for you guys. Okay, you got a ×2, which means that you get double the points on your next spin if you get it correct. So let's see. Okay, who does the hen ask to help her make the ingredients for the bread? Allison. Is it the cat, the dog, the rat, or all of the above? Okay, let's see if that's right. That is correct. Great job. Okay, so let's continue on. We're back to the left side of the room. Let's spin for you guys. Okay, the hen shares the bread with the cat, the dog, and the rat. Is that correct, Evan? Okay, there you go. It was false. Okay, let's continue on to the next part, to the next question. Okay, let's spin. Okay, and it says the cat, the dog, and the rat agree to help the hen make the bread. Is that true or false? Right side. Alice. Okay, let's see if that's right. And it was. Good job, Alice. Okay, continue. Let's spin again. Okay, the hen tells the cat, the dog, and the rat that they can't have any bread and eats all the bread herself because she was the one who did all the work. Is that correct, Russell? Okay, it was true. There you go. All right, continue. Okay, let's spin. Okay, you guys got a double the points thing too. Let's see if you can get the next question right. You get double the points. Okay, the cat, the dog, and the rat said they don't want to make any bread and they can make some for themselves if they're hungry. Is that correct, Connor? False? Okay, yeah, that is correct. Okay, great job. And I think that was all of them. You guys did really, really well on this activity. Okay, class, so for this last part, we're going to review the story that we just heard. Okay, so you don't have to get too in-depth about it, but what was the story about? Let's see. Ella, can you tell me what the story was about? That's right. It was about a hen who made some bread, and she asked if the cat, the rat, or the dog wanted to help her, and they said no, so they didn't get to eat any of the bread. Okay, who was the main character of the story? Michael. That's right, the main character was the hen. So, what was the moral of the story, do you think, Aaron? I agree. If you don't do the work, you don't reap the rewards. I mean, they kept saying no, they didn't want to help, so why should they eat her bread that she made? Okay, so to finish off, we're gonna take a little vote here. Which of the stories did you all like more? We're gonna take a class vote. Just raise your hand whenever I say the title of the stories. So, who all liked the gingerbread man story more? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14? Okay, 14 people like the gingerbread story more. Okay, and can I get a show of hands for the little red hen? Okay, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Okay, so they were very close. That was almost a tie, but apparently people like the gingerbread story just a little bit more, but I think they were both good stories, and I hope you all enjoyed listening to them and learning about them. Okay, class, well, it's time to move on to math, so let's get out our workbooks and start with that.